Hello students, we are solving problems under assessment of firms. In the previous session we solved one 24 marks problem. In this session let us solve one more problem relating to that. Go through this problem. Tom, Dick, Harry are equal partners in a firm with Tom as a non-working partner. The profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2020 is as follows. In this problem, only Dick and Harry are working partners and Tom is non-working partner. And the profit sharing ratio is 1:1:1. That is, they are equal partners in that firm. See the profit and loss account. First, let us divide the allowed items and disallowed items for the calculation of book profit. You know how to calculate book profit. To the net profit, you have to add three things, that is disallowed expenses, interest on capital above 12%, and remuneration to all partners. And you have to deduct two things. First one is all other incomes, that is income from all other sources, and allowed expenses which are not mentioned in the profit and loss account. If you add three things and deduct these two things, you get book profit. That is why you have to separate allowed items and disallowed items in the profit and loss account. See, office expenses 30,000, that is the first item, is allowed. No need to do anything with this. Rent allowed, salaries allowed, donation of rupees 20,000 is disallowed. You have to add this thing to the net profit. Please put the sign of plus in front of this donation. Next, advertisement allowed item and reserve for bad debts is disallowed. Next one, sundry expenses allowed, bad debts allowed, depreciation reserve. Actually, depreciation is allowed items, but depreciation reserve is not allowed. But here in the additional information they will mention what is the actual amount of depreciation. That much is allowed, and the difference between this reserve and actual depreciation is disallowed. Let us see the additional information relating to this depreciation reserve later. Next, see interest on capital. Tom 1 lakh, Dick 60,000 and Harry 40,000, 2 lakhs. Here percentage of interest on capital is not given. Let us discuss what to do with this later. Next, go through the commission. Tom 20,000, Dick 15,000 and Harry 5,000. This is disallowed. And commission to working partner is allowed. You have to deduct that thing later. First you have to add this commission to the net profit. Next, bonus to Tom 15,000 and Dick 15,000 is disallowed at first. See the credit side, gross profit is given 10 lakhs. Next, see dividend from Indian companies 30,000, rent from house property 26,000, ground rent received 45,000 and interest on government securities 4,000. All these four items are other incomes, that is income from other sources. Here rent from house property is income from house property, and other three things are income from other sources. This four item is not relating to your business income, so you have to deduct all these four items from the net profit to get your book profit. Okay, here net profit is given, that is 3,55,000. That is on the debit side it is given 3,55,000. Next, see additional information. Salary includes salary of Dick 30,000 and Harry rupees 20,000. See here in the profit and loss account there is a salary of 2 lakh. This salary may include salaries of staff, as well as the partners. In the additional information they mentioned as the salary of 2 lakhs includes salary of Dick and Harry. So you have to add this salary to the net profit because these two things are disallowed items. You have to add these two things to the net profit. Next see depreciation allowable as per income tax rule 30,000. As I told you earlier, in the profit and loss account, they mentioned depreciation reserve as 40,000. But the actual depreciation amounts to rupees 30,000. So, this is the actual depreciation allowed, that is 30,000. So, the difference between the two, that is 40,000 minus 30,000, 10,000 is disallowed. That rupees 10,000 you have to add to the net profit to calculate your book profit. Okay, and donation includes 10,000 to National Defence Fund and the balance to a recognized school. These two donations are disallowed items, so you have to add these two things to the net profit. And while calculating the total income, you have to consider these two donations under section 80G. That is, you have to deduct these two things from the gross total income. That is NDF 10,000, that is without limit 100%, and balance of rupees 10,000 because donation amounts to rupees 20,000. See here, donation amounts to rupees 20,000. Out of that 20,000, 10,000 is relating to NDF and the balance 10,000 to the recognized school. Here recognized school comes under with limit donation, 50% is allowable. Okay. Next see, this is very important. Capital account of partners stood at Tom 4 lakh, Dick 2 lakh 40,000 and Harry 1 lakh 60,000 on 1st April 2020. As I told you, see here, interest on capital amount is given but percentage is not given. As you know, interest on capital up to 12% is allowable and above 12% is disallowed. Here you have to calculate 12% on interest on capital by using this capital account. That is 12% of 4 lakhs, 12% of 2 lakh 40,000 and 12% of 1 lakh 60,000. You get some amount which is allowable interest on capital and the remaining balance, that is rupees 1 lakh minus allowable interest on capital will be your disallowed interest on capital, and 60,000 minus 12% of 2 lakh 40,000 your disallowed balance, and 40,000 minus 12% of 1 lakh 60,000 will be your disallowed interest on capital. Let us calculate that later. Next one, see, sundry expenses include a payment made in cash rupees 25,000 and 10,000 to a recognized political party. Here, in case of a partnership firm, any payment in cash in excess of 10,000 is disallowed. That is why this 25,000 is disallowed and you have to add this thing to the net profit. See, any payment in cash above 10,000 is disallowed. Point of this point, that is 10,000. Above 10,000 is disallowed. And 10,000 to a recognized political party also disallowed item, that is 80GGC. And you have to write this 80GGC under deduction under section 80 while calculating total income, and no need to deduct this 10,000 from net profit because it is not given in the profit and loss account. Remember this point. this point, this is 10,000 is not mentioned in the profit and loss account. That is why you are not going to add this to the net profit. If this amount is given in that profit and loss account, you should mention it. If not, no need to add this 10,000 rupees to the net profit. Compute the book profit, total income of the firm and share of income of partners from the firm taxable under section 28. Here you have to calculate a book profit, total income. Total income, you know, total of 4 heads, that is income from house property, business income, capital gain and income from other sources. From that you have to deduct deduction under section 18. And share of income of partners, that is after calculating the tax liability, the remaining amount will be share of income of partners, and also taxable income of partners you have to calculate, that is salaries of partners and interest on capital in excess of 12%, etc. Let us solve this problem. First you have to calculate business income. To calculate business income, to the net profit you have to add disallowed items and you have to deduct allowed allowed expenses and income from all other sources. You get book profit. From that you have to deduct remuneration to working partners, you get business income. See this problem. Net profit as per profit and loss account given, that is 3,55,000. To that you have to add all disallowed items, that is salary to Dick 30,000, salary to Harry 20,000, that amounts to rupees 50,000. Next, donations to NDF and recognized school, total of that is 20,000. Next, reserve for bad debts 20,000. Cash payment above 10,000 is disallowed, as I told you. That 25,000 you have to write. Next, payment to political party 10,000. Here you have to add this 10,000. Okay, irrespective of that item is mentioned in the profit and loss account or not, you have to write payment to political party 10,000. Next, depreciation reserve 40,000. You can write this depreciation reserve in two ways. That is, you can write 10,000 here, or else first you have to write depreciation reserve here 40,000. Then you have to deduct allowable item 30,000. In both ways you have you can do this problem. Here I have written depreciation reserve 40,000 first, then I deducted 30,000. Next one, interest on capital above 12%. Here you have to calculate 1 lakh minus 12% of 4 lakhs 48,000. Next, 60,000 minus 12% of 2 lakh 40,000, 28,800, that amounts to rupees 31,200, and interest on capital of C rupees 20,800. Total of interest on capital amounts to rupees 1,04,000. Next, commission to Tom 20,000, commission to Dick 15,000, and commission to Harry 5,000. Total is 40,000. Next, bonus to Tom 15,000 and Dick 15,000. Total 30,000. So the total disallowed items amounts to rupees 3,39,000. When you deduct this, when you add this 3,39,000 to 3,55,000, you get 6,94,000. From this you have to deduct income to be treated separately, and you have to deduct one more thing, that is allowed expenses not mentioned in the profit and loss account, that is 30,000. As I told you earlier, you can write it in two ways. That is, you can write the difference amount under disallowed items, or else you can write this depreciation allowable here separately. Better do like this, because it is easy and it is easily understandable. Okay, here first income to be treated separately. Write the four items, that is dividend, rent, and interest on securities and ground rent received. Total of this amounts to rupees 1,05,000. When you deduct this from 6,94,000, you get 5,89,000. From this you have to deduct allowable expense not mentioned in the profit and loss account, that is depreciation, 30,000. You get book profit as 5,59,000. From this, when you deduct working partner's remuneration, you get business income. The calculation is actual remuneration of working partner, that is salary of Dick and Harry, and commission of Dick, and bonus to Dick. The total of actual remuneration amounts to rupees 85,000, or 90% of book profit 3 lakhs, that is on first 3 lakhs 90%, or 1,50,000, whichever is more. Here 90% of first 3 lakh is more, that is 2,70,000. That is why you have to consider that one. And on balance 2,59,000, 60% of that you have to mention. That amounts to rupees 1,55,400. So the total of 90% and 60% of book profits amounts to rupees 4,25,400. Between these two, whichever is less you have to consider. Here 85,000 is less, that is why you have to consider 85,000. So the business income amounts to rupees 4,74,000 rupees. This is your business income, 4,74,000. Next you have to calculate total income. You know how to calculate total income. First you have to write income from house property, that is 26,000. 26,000 income from house property you have to write in the first amount column, that is annual value, because in this problem no municipal tax is given. That is why you have to consider rent from house property as annual value, that is 26,000, and from that you have to deduct standard deduction at the rate of 30% of annual value, that amounts to rupees 7,800. So when you deduct this 7,800 from 26,000, you get income from house property as 18,200 rupees. Next one you have to write business income, 4,74,000. Next, in this problem no any capital gain, so nil. Next, income from other sources, 3 items are there. First one, ground rent received, 45,000. Dividend from Indian companies is exempt under income from other sources. And next one, interest on securities, 4,000. Total of income from other sources amounts to rupees 49,000. The total of these 3 things amounts to rupees 5,41,200. It is your gross total income. From this, when you deduct deduction under section 80, you get the total income. So here 3 items are there. First one, donation to NDF at 100%, 10,000, and donation to recognized school, 50% of that amounts to rupees 5,000, that is 50% of 10,000, and donation to a political party under section 80 GGC, 10,000. So the total of donation amounts to rupees 25,000. When you deduct this donation from gross total income, you get 5,16,200 as the total income. After calculating the total income, you have to calculate tax liability of a firm. As I told you earlier, the tax percentage of a firm is 30%. It is fixed, not like your assessment of individual. In that there are various rates of tax for various stages of income, but in this case, in case of assessment of firms, there is only one tax rate, that is 30% plus health and education cess of 4%. So tax liability at 30%, that is 30% of your total income 5,16,200 amounts to rupees 1,54,860. To that you have to add health and education cess of 4% on this tax amount, that is 1,54,860, that amounts to rupees 6,194. So the tax liability of the firm is 1,61,054 rupees. So this is the tax liability. Next you have to calculate the share of profit from firm to the partners. How to calculate? Simple. From the total income you have to deduct a tax liability. You get the balance as the share of profit from firm to the partners, that amounts to rupees 3,55,146 rupees. Next thing you have to calculate is share of income of partners from the firm, which is taxable under section 28. That includes interest on capital only 12%. Okay, here above 12% is disallowed, but interest on capital up to 12% is taxable in the hands of partners. And salary of working partner, commission of working partners and bonus of working partners are the taxable income of partners from the firm under section 28. See here, particulars and 3 amounts column for Tom, Dick and Harry you have to draw. First, interest on capital only 12%, that is capital amount is given, you have to calculate 12% of that. That amounts to 12% of 4 lakhs of Tom, 48,000. 12% of 2,40,000 of Dick, 28,800, and 19,200 of Harry. Next, salary to working partners, that is Dick and Harry, 30,000 and 20,000 respectively. Next, commission to working partners, 15,000 and 5,000. Next, bonus 15,000. So the total taxable income of 3 partners amounts to 48,000, 88,800 and 44,200. So these are their taxable income. So this is the 24 marks problem which may appear in your exam. Go through this problem once again. Thank you. In the next session, let us solve one more problem.